The following segment is sponsored by Eastern's Automotive Group. In this month's Road to a Better Community, we met a local photographer who has captured the history of DC and is now preserving it for future generations. But he needed a little help to finish the project, and that's when Eastern's Automotive Group stepped in.
This is Dr. Hike. This is who I interviewed first.
The walls of Don Baker's home tell the story of Washington, D.C. through some of its most pivotal moments.
I love the city. It's one of the most beautiful cities to photograph.
Don's been a photographer for over 40 years. He has pictures of athletes, musicians, and DC's elite, even before they became household names.
You took a picture of a person who's literally going to be the next president of the United States.
Well, the first time I heard about the Foxtrappe was from you.
Now this DC native is turning his passion for photos into a historical time capsule for all to enjoy through his new documentary, The Trappe. It's a look back at the famous Foxtrappe private club, which became a staple in a city looking to heal after the 1968 riots.
It was one of those type of places where you would think of Cheers. Let's go where everybody knows my name. You know, it was really, really cool that way. Congressional members had their own room, and they could sit there and talk business, have fun, but at the same time, not be concerned about being in the news the next day.
But it wasn't just politicians that walked through the doors at 1601 R Street.
Those in their 40s and 50s whose parents and grandparents used to hang out there. And we're talking about a who's who list. So you had celebrities like Alex Haley, who did the book Roots. You had Muhammad Ali come through a number of times, Sly and the Family Stone, people like that, basketball players from the NBA. When they came to Washington, they didn't say, let's go to the White House, let's go to the monuments. They said, how can we get into the Foxtrappe?
This is Don's first documentary, but he felt it was important to share the history and impact the Foxtrappe had on DC.
Coming out of the riots, kind of like almost a war-torn city, you know, and trying to find its way. And the Washington, D.C. that you see today, it's important to go back to those photographs, go back to those people who lived here, were residents, and even some who were just visitors, to understand that Washington has always been a dynamic place.
Don's been working on this documentary for about 10 years. He set up a GoFundMe page to help him reach that finish line, raising $7,500 of his $10,000 goal.
People can donate to a lot of things. I mean, there's a lot of even more important things, at least I think of, than donating to this project. But they also understand this is our legacy.
But there was one more person who wanted to show their faith in Don Baker's vision. Joel Bassam from Eastern's Automotive Group.
Hi, Joel. Hello. How are you? Good, how are you?
Whoa, hi.
We love what you're doing and wanted to surprise you and finish out your GoFundMe with the rest of the $3,000 that you're looking to raise to finish out your film.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Whoa. No, this is not a surprise, this is a shock.
After learning about Don's passion project, Joel and the rest of the team at Eastern's Automotive Group knew they needed to offer their support to help preserve this important piece of DC history.
I think film and sharing stories from the past are as important as anything else, because you're inspire countless number of people who are going to see this and learn something new and be inspired to take the next step maybe in their life and do something different.
Washington, D.C. is more than just politics. It has a unique history and culture all of its own. And Don Baker is doing his part to encapsulate that for future generations.
You had no idea?
No, I had no idea. I'm trying to keep from passing out right now.
Who doesn't love a good surprise? All right, for more information on how Eastern's helps organizations and people on a road to a better community, just go to WUSA9.com/bettercommunity.